먹어. 먹으라고! 먹으라고! 왜 안 먹어? 먹어! 진짜 죽고 싶어서 그래!
As much as I know that she's devastated about his situation and the fact that he wouldn't eat, force feeding someone that you're meant to be caring for is not the way to go about it. Hey K-drama fam, it's your girl Blake, your go-to for all things Korean drama. So whether you're new or returning to the channel, here is where we talk about our favourite dramas, recommend new ones and get hyped for upcoming releases. But before we go any further, hit that subscribe button and let's get into our next binge watch together. Today we're continuing with The Good Bad Mother episodes 3 and 4, where the plot thickens and secrets get revealed. In these two thrilling and touching episodes, our heart gets played like a little fiddle. We see our innocent bystander, Ha-young, show her true colours, and the villains start to play their devious games. Let's get right into the drama. So you think Ha-young was an innocent victim caught up in Kang-ho's revenge plan? Wrong. Prepare to have your mind blown. Tae-soo visits her in the hospital, and what does he say? He whispers, "Good job." Turns out all those coincidences were no accidents. Ha-young driving the car, Kang-ho sleeping, the scarf blowing off into the wind, and the truck knocking the car off the cliff was all meticulously planned.
수고했다.
Bob.
Is it just me, or does Ha-young deserve an Oscar for such a performance? And the best actor goes to Ha-young. But her father Tae-soo, he isn't satisfied with a simple cover-up. No, he takes things to a whole nother level. The truck involved in the accident, gone. Burned it. And the poor driver, let's just say, he's been silenced for good. Tae-soo is definitely going by the motto, a dead man tells no lies. He'll do anything to cover up his secrets, even if it means leaving no witnesses behind. But the story wouldn't be complete without a cunning antagonist. Enter Woo-byuk. I guess he's got a nose for trouble because he sends his henchmen in on a mission. They dig deep and follow the trail of the hit and run driver. And guess where it leads? Right to Tae-soo's sinister plans. And with a treasure trove of incriminating evidence, it looks like Woo-byuk's got Tae-soo in his pockets. Game on. But Tae-soo, the cockroach that he isn't willing to give up without a fight. He plays his trump card and reveals to Woo-byuk that Kang-ho knows that they both played a part in his father's death, aka his murder. The tension is palpable when Tae-soo spills their dark past to his nemesis. However, here's the twist. Woo-byuk was already aware of Kang-ho's identity.
최강호는 이미 다 알고 있었던 겁니다. 30년 전 자신의 아버지를 죽인 사람들이 누군지.
엄마가 무슨 꿍꿍이로 나한테 접근했든지 상관없습니다. 그게 야욕이든 복수심이든 글마도 이제 구정물에 발을 담갔거든. 나는 그저 글마가 가지고 있는 능력 최대한 써먹고 버리는 그만입니다.
But unlike Tae-soo, he doesn't fear him revealing any secrets. He just sees him as a valuable weapon.
Wait, it's a secret weapon!
A weapon he can wield to destroy his enemy. Tae-soo, talk about cutthroat. Let the mind games begin. Anyway, turns out Kang-ho miraculously survives the crash and his life takes an unexpected turn as the crash has left him with a spinal cord injury and retrograde amnesia.
여기요. 여기요! 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 우리가 아무가 깨어났어요! 우리 아들가 아무가 깨어났어요!
그 외 종합적인 인지 능력도 조금 떨어진 상태고요. 역행성 기억장애라고 하는데 지금은 약 한 7세 수준에.
7세요?
7살. 아니, 쉽게 말하자면
바보.
And his road to recovery is anything but ordinary. I said that it was retrograde amnesia, but he's actually reverted back to his 7-year-old self. And thankfully, he's got his loving mother, Eun-Jin, at his side, ready to face the challenges with her unique blend of determination and unconventional methods. As word spreads through the small town of Joori, Eun-Jin attempts to keep Kang-ho's condition a secret, but it turns out to be futile. And come on, how can you keep anything quiet in such a tight-knit community? However, instead of judgment, the whole community rushes to help assist Eun-Jin and poor Kang-ho, offering nothing but support and care packages.
그런 말이 있더라고. 엄마는 세상 모든 것을 대신할 수 있지만 세상 그 어떤 것도 엄마를 대신할 수는 없다.
It's heartwarming, actually. It was so heartwarming to see the community come together in a time of need and just support each other. Now, let's talk about challenge number 1. Kang-ho's stubborn resistance to eating. He really has reverted back to his childhood and become a picky eater. In fact, it's not even picky, he's just plain not eating. And no matter what culinary masterpiece his mother Eun-Jin presents to him, he won't have even a little bite. He just snubs at it.
짠. 왜 그래? 어? 너 이제 수액 안 맞아서 밥 안 먹으면 큰일 나. 어? 한 숟가락만 먹자. 자.
She's so concerned that she consults the local doctor, who gives her a vague explanation as to sometimes patients in Kang-ho's position exhibit or lose the will to live. But his mother's unwilling to accept that diagnosis, and I can't blame her. So, with her determination to spark a change, she takes matters into her own hands. And unfortunately for Kang-ho, she resorts back to her old methods of becoming a bad mom. And in a moment of frustration, she attempts to force feed Kang-ho, and it was really uncomfortable to watch, I must say.
먹으라고!
먹어.
먹으라고! 왜 안 먹어? 먹어! 진짜 죽듯이 먹어서 그래!
As much as I know that she's devastated about his situation and the fact that he wouldn't eat, force feeding someone that you're meant to be caring for is not the way to go about it. So I say that was one of her questionable, unconventional, not actually unconventional, unconventional. I'll say it's just plain old questionable. However, she did get a result. It turns out Kang-ho was holding on to his mum's words of wisdom from his past. You get sleepy when you're full. If you're sleepy, you can't study.
배부르면 참아. 잠 오면 공부 못해.
뭐?
배부르면 참아. 잠 오면 공부 못해.
So her methods got a result, or her methods bore fruit, or bore fruit. Her methods bore fruit. Her methods bore fruit, but it left her with a spoonful of guilt. And it caused her to have the realization that her behavior in the past has had a deep impact on her son. But anyway, after this breakthrough, she gets him to take a spoonful of food. But her determination and unique methods don't stop with just force feeding. She wants him to regain his independence, and let's just say her methods tread a fine line between unconventional and plain outright outrageousness. She decides to use hunger as a catalyst for Kang-ho's motor skill practice.
강호, 배고프지?
네.
밥 먹자. 응?
엄마?
아이고, 왜 밥을 하나도 안 먹었어? 배가 안 고픈 게 아니구나?
아니, 엄마, 나 배고파. 엄마, 나 배고파요, 엄마! 엄마, 나 배고파! 엄마!
And whilst it does demonstrate his mother's unwavering love, it does make you raise an eyebrow or two, or three or four, because, come on, starving someone who's rehabilitated? I mean, is that really what a carer should be doing? I don't think anyone would be happy if your loved one was in someone else's care and they were force feeding them, and on top of that, using hunger to get them to try to use their hands to feed themselves. I mean, come on. Anyway, it's just for TV, I guess. Okay, then the drama starts to show us the lives of the other characters, his childhood friends. I say the term friends loosely. Firstly, we see that life hasn't been a bed of roses for Mi-ju. She finds herself a mother of twins, abandoned by the father, and unmarried, so she's a single mom. But her twins are adorable, I love them. And to make matters worse, she ends up getting scammed by her business partner, leaving her drowning in debt.
네, 아주머니.
미주씨 정말 1억이야? 아, 그동안 산 거 봐서 보증금도 미리 땡겨줬잖아. 근데 요즘 월세까지 이렇게 밀리면 어쩌자는 거야? 더 이상은 나도 힘들어. 오늘까지 안 넣으면 방 뺄 테니까 그렇게 알아.
Meanwhile, Samshit, the friend that locked them in the closet together at high school, he's up to his notorious tricks and finds himself in a spot of bother when he accepts a ring for payment and it turns out the ring was stolen, so he gets locked up for larceny. But after paying the price, when he's released from prison, he resorts back to his old methods. He scams his own mom, lying about his occupation to both his mom and to Mi-ju.
그 출소하려면은 그 출소 보증금인가 뭔가 그거 내야 된다고 그래서 어제 그냥 바로 입금했는데요.
출소 보증금?
그거 있잖요. 나갔다가 또 사고 치지 않는다 뭐 이런 거 보증 쓰는 거. 그런 게 어딨어.
출소 보증금이라는 거 어디냔 말이야! 아우, 나 정말.
Actually, I thought this part was quite sweet because Samshit clearly loves Mi-ju, who loves Kang-ho. So it's unrequited love, but nevertheless, he remembered in the past that she said that she hoped to open her own nail shop and that she would call it Nail. And she also was touched that he remembered what she intended to call her shop should she ever open one. So he gets in touch with her and tells her that he's a fisherman, but it turns out he's working in an illegal gambling den. Amidst all the chaos, we see a flashback to Kang-ho and Mi-ju's love story. After their accidental separation when they were younger, they reunite when she finds Kang-ho working at a restaurant. Anyway, their love is reignited, they move in together and she becomes his support system to help him pass the bar exam.
오늘처럼 그대여 다시 피고 지는 계절의 끝에 사랑을
working tirelessly as a nail technician. He's studying, but when he finally passes the bar, instead of him proposing to Miju, he drops her like a hot potato. And I'm assuming at this time, that's when she discovers that she was pregnant. I think he's the father. I think he's the twins' baby daddy. He's the pop. We'll see. It's only episodes 3 and 4 at the moment, so I'm sure that's gonna come out in the wash later. Anyway, spring comes around the corner and now Kang-ho is more mobile, so I guess the starvation worked, and he's wheeling himself around the village in the wheelchair, and he's taken a shining, or the twins have taken a shining to him, and they're the new trio. And bless them, they just see him as a playmate. They're none the wiser that he's a grown man whose mental capacities have been stunted temporarily. Anyway, they're having a blast. But during a game that they're playing with the ball that Miju brought them from America, allegedly, even though it says made in China on the bottom, Kang-ho, being a grown man, uses his full-blown adult strength and sends the ball flying into the ether.
괜찮아?
괜찮아.
아니도 말고 공! 내 통통은 괜찮냐고! 설마 재강호 너가 감히 내 통통거를 잃어버려? 넌 우리 아빠한테 죽었어!
예진아, 잠깐만.
Meanwhile, Young-soon's left the village to go and collect Kang-ho's stuff from his apartment in Seoul. And while she's there, she encounters someone who's protesting against her son. And naturally, his mum condemns the protester, saying that her son never would do something like that. But she starts to question her own judgment when she discovers some gold bars in the midst of his belongings, which obviously suggests that he might have been up to no good.
다음서 돈 많은 놈한테 돈 받아먹고 내 새끼를 살인범으로 만들더만 그 억울한 사정 조카 들어달라는 애비한테 그러고 모진말을 해갖고 쓰러지게 만들어? 어째 그런 새끼를 낳았어? 어째 그런 브로디 같은 새끼를 낳았냐고!
So when Young-soon returns home, she takes out her frustration on Kang-ho, beating him for the actions that he's taken as a prosecutor. But presently, he's none the wiser because he just sees himself as a 7-year-old. So he's crying because he doesn't know why his mom's hitting him. And when Young-soon sees her son crying, she comes to the realization that at the moment he's only 7 years old. So she decides to take him to the farm and teach him a profound lesson about falling down and getting back up again. And she uses the opening story that's in the beginning of episode 1 about pigs not being able to look up at the sky until they fall down and get a change in perspective. So she tells him that what's happening to him is him getting a second chance.
돼지는 고개를 들 수가 없어서 평생 땅만 보고 살아야 한다는 거야. 오직 돼지가 하늘을 볼 수 있는 유일한 방법은 하나. 그건 바로 넘어지는 거지.
넘어져.
그래 맞아. 넘어져 봐야 지금껏 볼 수 없었던 또 다른 세상을 볼 수 있는 거야.
And then the episode ends with Kang-ho looking for the ball and discovering it in the forest. And in a serendipitous turn, he finds the ball in a tree and manages to get it down. And then he wheels himself to the twins' home and knocks on the door. But surprise, surprise, who opens? Only Miju. And there you have it, the thrilling episodes of The Good Bad Mother, and it leaves you with a lot of questions and thoughts about what revelations are going to come out the woodwork. Will Miju find the scammer? And are Kang-ho and Miju going to rekindle their love connection? Also, is Kang-ho the baby's daddy? And on top of that, why did he break up with Miju in the first place? Anyway, I'm curious about what else lies in store in this tangled web of relationships in The Good Bad Mother. But before we go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest videos. And you can let us know in the comments what you thought about episodes 3 and 4 of The Good Bad Mother. If you know any K-drama fans who would like this content, sharing is caring. And until next time, ciao, annyeong.